Do you think Claude Julien is the right man to coach the Canadiens moving forward?
I don't think he's really had a fair shot since taking over as the head coach of this team to show what he can do, because he hasn't had the players to really take this team to the next level. So I don't think that he should be the one to go if things start falling off the rails here, that he's a competent coach. He's achieved a lot in his career, and I think at the moment that he is the best guy to be the coach of this team right now.
He's a really good guy with a bunch of young players coming in. You know, he's pretty patient. He's honest with the players, which they like, and they can learn a ton off of him if they're willing to listen. So. I think he probably at this point is a kind of transition coach to the days when, you know, Ducharme or Bouchard or something.
He's a good coach and he's a good man too. Yeah. And as you say, I think he's honest with players. I think he might need to modernize his system a bit.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think the zone defense worked last year, especially not with Carl Osner. It didn't work. So I think he might need to change his thinking a little bit there. That's where I think Dominic Ducharme coming in, a younger guy with maybe a little bit more modern thinking, more relating to the younger players. It'll be interesting to see how much Claude is willing to listen to him, and I think he will be. I think he's smart enough that he will be. And the other thing is he hasn't been able to hire any of his own assistant coaches. Yeah. I've mentioned this before in these shows. I never remember a head coach ever being hired before and never changing the assistant coaches. Like I can see when he first came in, because it was the middle of the season and he had Daigneault and he had Muller and the other guys. But then last offseason, I thought, okay, now he's going to be able to hire his own guys. But he wasn't allowed. And Dominic Ducharme wasn't Claude Julien's pick. Yeah. That was either Jeff Molson or Marc Bergevin. And they still haven't hired a defense coach. And I sort of wonder how that's going to play out. So it's...
No, I wonder what the holdup is. We're now July. Yeah. Why is this taking so long to find who's going to coach?
Well, Bergevin said there were 3 candidates, so I guess they're trying to figure out who the final one's going to be. But yeah, and even when after they hired Ducharme and Julien said they would hire a defense coach soon, that was quite a while ago. I don't think we need to make a big thing out of it, but it is kind of interesting. I figured they'd have it done before July 1st or shortly after, because all these guys go. This is a vacation period. It's time now to go to their cottage and do everything else. So I thought they would have that taken care of by now. Maybe it'll come soon.
At least the move on J.J. Daigneault was way overdue. I remember when we had the first lockout, J.J. was the player rep. And we tried to get him to explain to us the issues from the player's viewpoint, and he just could not do it. And then Guy Carbonneau came to town because he was on the union executive, and he held a little session with the media, and we learned more in 5 minutes than we learned in 15 conversations with JJ, and then they hire him as the defensive coach. I mean, well, this isn't no Larry Robinson we're talking about here. You know?
No, and as I said, the only one team in the NHL would have picked J.J. Daigneault over Larry Robinson, and that's because he's Marc Bergevin's buddy, and if there's one thing Marc Bergevin is, it's stubborn. Yeah. And he stuck with J.J. Daigneault until he was basically forced. Yeah. I still don't think he wanted to get rid of J.J. Daigneault. I think he had to.
He's in that Facebook group, Bergie's Buddies.
That's it.
Go to hockeyinsideout.com now and check out this week's full episode.